Hi guys, Puddin here with a game for you in my Tier 7 French battleship, the Lyon or Lyon or whatever it is. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But my captain skills are going to be priority target, expert marksman, basics of survivability, concealment, and advanced fire training. My modules will be protect my main batteries, DMCOM 1 and 2, and better aiming. Now, what makes this ship so special is just the sheer amount of shells you can put downrange. I believe this is the most in a game. I believe there's 16 barrels on this thing. So, I mean, that's an awful lot of shells being slung downrange. Now, I kind of chose this replay a little bit in the fact of after my little my little talk video yesterday about the community, trying to stay more, be more positive and all of that stuff, and here I go being a jerk in division chat. But this was a joke between Seabear and myself. Like I said, I'm trying to start every game with good luck, fair seas. Trying to pass along a more good-spirited environment. But, you know what, I see this, I see we're bottom tier, and I just kind of tell Seabear, I'm like, there's going to be some work here. But just because I'm bottom tier doesn't mean I can't do anything. It just kind of means I really need to play a little bit more intelligent. I need to pick my battles a little bit better than I would normally if I'm top tier, because a lot of the top tier stuff can just go right through my armor. Now, I let Seabear know that I'm spotted. I'm like, there's no way it could be that DD because there's clearly an island between him and me. I'm like, I have no idea what is spotting me. I see my counterpart on the other side. Might as well take shots in on him. Now, our Musashi is going to, well, be less than stellar. He's going to show all those other Musashi players how you play this thing. You don't sit in the back. You push forward and let stuff happen. And I can't wait for you all to see it. But I'm trying to prioritize the Fletcher right now because that, I believe, I believe that was what was spotting me, as the other two DDs were too far to really be spotting me. Get one overpen, but you know what? Some damage is better than no damage. But I'm trying to use this corner here to the best of my ability. There goes a Musashi barreling forward. Hell or high water. He's going to push forward. I see the Frederick De Grosser or FDG. I take shots in on him. Now, luckily for us, two of our DDs are up getting C cap, so we can kind of afford to lose B cap, but we're down two DDs. They still have all of theirs, and we know where three of them are. Well, I know where three of them are that I'm concerned about. There was obviously one up by sea, but I see the Iowa just reversing for whatever reason. And I'm thinking, is that guy really just going to sit there and reverse? And I get a nice 7,000 damages. Oh, thank God he didn't punish me hard. Here comes torpedoes in our Musashi, which kind of makes me believe that obviously a destroyer got up around him. Our Tashkent is doing whatever it can to help support this guy, but it's a Tashkent at the end of the day. It's a gunboat. Now, I did have my HE loaded because I thought the Iowa was going to stay bow on and not pull forward, as I get a nice 10k salvo. So, yay, there goes my stupid argument for HE over AP. But I loaded that in to help out my division mates. As a tier 7 battleship just rammed a tier 9. not exactly the greatest trade in the world. Now, I am not going to go push that corner because I do not know where that destroyer is. Something is spotting me and I can't see it. Can't be the Iowa. It's behind an island. And now I become unspotted. Now, I kind of don't know what our Iowa is doing, but instead of sitting here berating him, I'm berating him, but I'm doing it in voice chats to Seabear. I'm telling Seabear, you know what, I'm gonna try to hold his corner, and then I see all those ships, and I say, you know what, I don't know if I can hold this corner. And of course, there's the Musashi screaming and yelling about us having to get onto caps. Now I'm trying to hold my shot. I'm hoping to God that this Iowa's coming out forward, but you know, once again, bottom tier, we really need to use all of our strengths to our advantage. And our biggest strength right now is we are in a division. So, so I've been asking my division mate, what is the Iowa's doing? And he's been going with his torpedo tube to kind of tell me he's going slow forward, you know, to give me an idea so I know what I need to do. But I saw the DD and I'm like, I need to shoot at him. Luckily, I had HE loaded, which was the right choice. And then here comes another DD in front of me. I see him. I'm like, you know what? I need to risk it. I just need to get away. There's 4 people targeting me. My secondaries are opening up, but I'm not going to survive long being the only guy trying to hold this corner. The Tash can only do so much, but not a lot of things are going to really take the risk, maybe, to shoot at him because, you know what, speed, range, it's a Russian gunboat at the end of the day. Now I'm kind of holding my shot on the DD because I know he's coming. And, well, at least the gentleman's dead. I'm not going to say it's a waste of a shot, but I was kind of hoping for it. But as you can see, I am the closest ship to the enemy fleet that seems to be the bulk of them that is going to be coming through B. Obviously, it's the Fletcher getting the sea camp. Looks like our poor BB up there may or may not run aground. I don't know. But at this point, guys, I would like to pause it and let's hope it works. And just look at the mini-map for a second. I'm in a kiting position. Our Tashkent is doing what he can to gunboat, but he's never going to outspot any of these DDs. Our Iowa is playing best case scenario long range sniping games. My division mate is a squishy tier 7 cruiser, and that's all I'm going to say on that. The guys that was up at B, and I probably said it wrong, but that is what I call that ship, the tier 7 German battleship. He's probably taken a punishment and a half from B, while our other guys has also been kind of sitting in the back. And my thought right now is I need to let somebody else kind of take some of this damage until I can get a heal and re-engage. Those guys are going to come out, see a tier 7 battleship, and want to punish me. Now, if we're looking at the whole overall situation, we have 1 cap to their 3. We're down less than 100 points, but this could quickly get out of hand. So what we need to do now is to prioritize. I can't even say. We need to select the right targets at the right time. We need to shoot things that I can easily be able to one-shot or put on extremely low health for somebody else's shells to potentially finish them. I also need to pay attention to see if somebody else gets a big hit on something and if I can finish the target. Now we're going to let this kind of go forward, but before that happens, you know, my game plan right now is to try to push up into the C cap. use the island for whatever kind of concealment I can. Uh, and, pretty much whatever the Tashkent has spotted is what I'm going to try to shoot at and use the island a little bit for cover. Now I see the St. Louis, and I'm like, you know what? Oh, somebody got a nice hit on him. He kind of turned out, but I did aim up. I did aim a little bit high. Luckily, one turret didn't shoot, which meant I had something to shoot on the destroyer. And ironically, I tell Seabear at this time, I'm like, wow, all I saw was Citadel marker come up and a shell connect with the DD. I'm like, did they give destroyers their Citadels back? He laughed, but I said, you know what, I probably Citadel'd the St. Louis. I go, so, you know what, that guy could be extremely low. Now, I really haven't done too much or anything beyond impressive during this game. I saw a destroyer and I failed to turn. I deserve to eat these torps. That guy played it well. I screwed up. This is clearly my fault. Going to run into our Gneiss here. Going to apologize for it. But instead of going into chat and bitching at a DD, I'm telling Seabird, like, man, I screwed up. And this is when the whole game plan of trying to use islands. And, like somebody else really needs to go up there and tank. But I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel. I'm trying to tell my division mate when I'm spotted, when I'm not, what's going on. I'm also trying to bait out torpedoes or poorly aimed shots on me because I still can kind of take some damage. 12,000 is not very easy damage, to get rid of. But a 5 shooting you, burning you, well, he's going to go through that really, really fast. Now we see on the minimap the Fletcher making his move down here. And at this point I'm hoping and praying to God that the Iowa will, at this point, man up, go into sea and try to take out a Fletcher and a Pensacola. We all know how scary a Pensacola is to an Iowa. But once again, 4 people targeting me. I am extremely low. I see the St. Louis stopping, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I hit my heel. Thank God I was in a kiting position to avoid those torps. But I have the Fletcher that is shooting me. I noticed there's only 2 people targeting me, and I'm still trying to go dark a little bit, but if I see an opportunity to potentially delete something, I'm going to take it. I was keeping my aim on the St. Louis there. I see the DD. I'm like, well, he'll be able to keep me spotted, so there's no point not to shoot in on him. He makes his turn. Hopefully I aimed correctly, and I didn't. But you know what? It's 300 points down now. At this point, anybody could get this. Woe is me, defeatist attitude. And I just tell Seabear, I'm like, you know what? We can still win this. A lot of their ships are low and just sitting back, just trying to defend stuff. I see the St. Louis. I'm kind of waiting for him to make his turn, waiting for him to go forward. I believe he was trying to bait me out in the shooting, but I was patient and waited for him to actually start moving, and boom, double Citadel, goodbye Tier 9 cruiser. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm waiting. I'm selecting the targets that need to die or that I can potentially kill right away. And you know what? I was never able to follow up on my game plan to get up to the island, but I'd like to give you guys like my initial thoughts or my initial plans, and then have you guys watch it and see how it usually gets thrown out the window because something random happens. As I get 1 shell hit on that DD for 3,000 damage. He probably would have been dead, but definitely that 3,000 damage made it happen that much faster. We were able, just to pull in the score a little bit more. Somebody's asking for somebody to cap B. Well, I do believe the DD is on there, but right here I'm trying to make sure that my shots, when they come down, are going to inflict the most damage on this Pensacola. So, you know what, we can get on there, delay as much as possible for us to win, or no, not delay us to win, but to give us as much time as possible to get the win. I have no idea why the Iowa's on the B line. I don't know. I see the Chappie, and I take, a quick snapshot because I wasn't sure what was spotting it. I really didn't want to put our destroyer at risk to potentially get him, as here comes in another clutch Citadel destruction on a cruiser. We now have the points lead for the first time, I believe, in this game. I haven't done much damage. I screwed up and 8 torps when I knew I should have turned when I saw a destroyer spotted, but I ignored it thinking he didn't send anything on me. Now, the other thing is, I wanted to point this out, is here, here's the enemy team berating their to Grosser. Well, really, none of us on our team has been publicly degrading our ILO. I mean, like I said, I kind of been doing it with Seabear, like, what is this guy thinking? I don't understand what this guy's doing or why he's there, is pretty much as most of the berating I've been doing. But, you know what? It is what it is. I'm trying to, I don't know, not shoot for whatever stupid reason. Probably trying to kill secure on Seabear. But we have 3 caps that are won. There's 1 ship left. And now we're going to go check out the post-battle results as soon as this gentleman dies. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it gave you some insight to my line of thinking when things seem to be dire. But you know what? You don't always have to be number one. Just know what targets to shoot, when to shoot it, to give your team the best possible chance to win. While I didn't do anything phenomenal, I do believe I had about 3 of those ships that I did kill were clutch kills that really gave the team the wiggle room they needed to come back and win this game. Please remember, we do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in. The email for that is in the description. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. And on that note, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.